Level Labs for 3-4 months, but to understand logically of how the billing and the access works. So here it is. So mainly any subscription, you should have an active subscription to use the access. In my case, it's an API. And also the general rule I would say is if there is an invoice open, so your access will be blocked to any of these services or API. So, and also understanding that if there is a rollover credits and you thought, let me not have their active subscription right now, so I'll anyhow have rollover credits, let me use the services. But no, although you have an rollover credits, you should have an active subscription to access the API. And I think so, the Level Labs has missed one use case or an edge case of a user who has roller credits, who has an active subscription, and who has tried to make and top up credits, and due to some reasons there are duplicates of invoices. And although the user has all the three, but guess, does she has an access or not? No, because of the rule that is any invoice which is open, which is generalized one, any invoice which is open will block the access of the services. So I think to solve this problem, the user has two options here. One is to pay for the duplicate invoices. That should not be done. And the second one is to go through customer support. Since the customer support is AI at start and then says that billing is handled by human and it takes time to talk to a human right now. Yeah, so for me, if anyone asks me like how would you solve from a product perspective or how would you solve this problem, also understanding this user flow, I would say that I would have a cancel option to cancel instead of paying for an invoice. Another one is to delete the invoices which are duplicate, because billing team from the customer support will only be having the access. Why not have an access for the user so that they can delete the invoices because it's duplicate? And third is to have an exception for the secondary kind of a payment, since active subscription means you're paying for monthly, while for top-up credits you may pay it monthly, but you have an option to make it like dynamic choices of paying it whenever. So I think so it is secondary kind of a subscription. I think so having a instead of having a general rule of if any invoice is open then block the access, we can do like an exception if it is an invoice from a top-up credit. And might be from a point of view of a user, could be an easy from a business point of view. Let's see. But and also, and for fourth one is to have humans for solving customer problems, because it does take time to reach to humans right now.